has been ready.
Yeah.
Gracie!
Good morning to you.
I love that outfit, the wedding. You did that.
That was a fantastic.
It was really.
Roberto Negrin, he's a dog designer in
Really?
New York. Yeah, the
Grace.
rest left him down.
That was like an awesome.
Gracie.
Yeah, everything's breaking.
Gracie. Oh, hello, Gracie. This is Amazing Grace.
I've been talking to the man upstairs.
This is the Amazing Grace bus. There are about 80 dogs on here. Daniel Grace's wedding picture. Yeah. The Amazing Grace bus. Hello, I am Matthew Talbot. I am 12 and I'll be 13 in September.
What are your favorite things to do?
My favorite things to do, I love helping my mom with the animal rescue, and I also love watching Philadelphia professional sports and playing baseball and basketball.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I'd love to be a sports journalist that still continues the animal rescue work my mom does.
What mission are you about to embark on?
The Amazing Grace Caravan. We are taking Gracie back down to Georgia to the shelter in which she was saved from, and there will be a reunion between her and the people that work there.
And how was she saved? What was, tell us what happened to her.
She was put in a gas chamber because she was going to die, and she somehow survived the gas chamber. And then she was adopted by Phil, her owner now, who has had her for 6 wonderful years. Off to Georgia!
Are you running all the way there?
You're gonna get there faster than the bus.
We got the driver.
Hi, Matt.
We got the mother.
We have the mother who's very, very tired.
And we got the beds.
Yeah, as long
as And the
we have
luggage.
beds.
And pillows and blankets.
Pillows and blankets.
Thank you, MTV, for checking out my crib. How you feeling, Lorenzo?
I feel great.
Yeah.
So far, so good. It was
Yeah.
2 hours. How are you feeling, Matthew?
Awesome soundtrack. Feeling good.
Awesome soundtrack?
Yeah.
What was it?
Dante collaborated 300 of the best 80s songs on iTunes.
Oh, 80s.
Yeah, so now we
80s
have
is
that.
good.
Yeah, 80s are good.
I love 80s.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Oh, we're going to announce this over the loudspeaker to drum up business outside. Get all of the animal lovers involved. Hi, Michelle. My name is Karen. How are you?
Michelle,
This is my son Matthew, and this
Hello.
is Prince Lorenzo Borghese.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? Nice to meet you. So, show hands in air comments right here. Okay. Are you ready now? You guys ready now? Okay.
Yeah, just press it.
Have you ever
And
done
talk
it
and your
before?
voice will go out the door, yeah.
I've talked to a microphone, but not a walkie-talkie.
Drum roll,
Well,
drum roll,
you know.
drum roll.
right.
Da,
Tell us
da,
what it
da,
is.
Do I
da.
talk loud?
I guess.
Blowing it. You'll hear it.
See if you can hear her when she talks.
Yeah, I hear you.
Hi, can I have everybody's attention, please? My name is Karen Talbot. I'm the founder of Animal Aid USA. We're doing a special presentation outside. We have a very, very special caravan that just rolled in for animal rescue and awareness. We're doing an animal-related show with music, and our very special guest is Prince Lorenzo Borghese. Most people know him from The Bachelor Rome edition, but we all know him as an animal advocate and our business partner and co-founder. I'm going to put Lorenzo on to speak to everybody. Please come outside, enjoy the show, and help support animal rights and animal awareness. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Karen. Sorry for interrupting your breakfast, but we need as many animal supporters as possible joining us out in the parking lot. You'll see our vans, you'll see our trucks. We need some petitions signed and we need your support. Don't worry, we're not asking for your money. We're just asking for your support. We have a great story to tell, so please come join us after you have your breakfast. Thank you. I can say I've never done that before in my life.
Me? Yeah?
What is the petition about?
The petition is to ban the use of gas chambers in the United States. We as a country still allow gas chambers to be used for our animals. We're having a big show outside. We're getting petitions signed to just all join forces and ban their use. If you want to bring some petitions, I'd be happy to.
Yes, we can't leave,
Okay,
but I would like to sign.
perfect. We'll bring some in. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here, Dave. Karen, why don't you pay Matthew's hand?
Hey, man.
Matthew, looks like you already have some paint on there, but
Give me your other hand, Matthew. Like it's virgin. Color pink.
Yeah, you do pink.
You do
Man
pink.
colors.
Man color.
and this is symbolizing what?
This symbolizes always promising to always lend a hand to an animal in need. Our goal is to completely fill this trailer up by the time we get to Georgia, and then only have enough room for the Georgia crew to be able to put their hands on it.
So Matthew, this is your pledge of allegiance to always lending a hand to animals, right? But you're going to lend two hands. Let's see it.
Raising the bar.
Let's see it. Don't forget, that's your oath.
Mr. Lasasso, is it a good time for an interview?
No,
No?
leave me alone. Leave us alone.
But I'm the paparazzi.
Leave us alone.
We just came out of the Baltimore Tunnel, and you can see the Baltimore City skyline. Home of the Ravens right there. Breathtaking skyline.
What's up, man?
What's up? Nothing, just listening to some awesome music.
Here we come, Virginia.
Yep.
We are in Virginia.
With the card. So Lorenzo, what happened?
I have no idea. Apparently,
Amazing Grace is stopping here.
started blowing a lot of smoke.
It looks like the transmission exhaust.
What's that?
It looks like the transmission oil taking out all the... I need a couple rags. Here's a dipstick here. That's
We'll get you some towels.
So what just happened?
What just happened? The Amazing Grace bus broke down in Virginia. I've been praying the whole way that it would make it, but I just kind of knew in the back of my mind it wasn't going to. But there's always a reason for everything in life, so I'm hoping the reason for this is part of a bigger picture. But we can't let it get our hopes down. We just move on without it. Thankfully, we have contacts with ASL Trucking, who is sending out a tow truck, so it's not like we're out here on the roads alone. There's tons of people watching us and watching out for us. So, you know what? Maybe it wasn't meant to be that it makes it all the way down there. Maybe it needs to go back to New Jersey and be used for awareness up there. So, we move on. I'm going to please escort. Taking us to the next stop. What just happened? Your mom's not getting arrested.
Stop traffic. We're just going to go straight. About a minute, some other trip into another intersection. Okay. So y'all drove down from where?
New Jersey.
New Jersey? What time? What speed on the interstate? 65.
Seriously? Because y'all were tracking slow.
Yeah. Well, our bus broke down.
Oh, okay.
We left that in Manassas, and then we hit up.
Yeah, police escort. That's a cop car.
Beep the horns.
Yay! Woo!
Look, now they all have to turn this way because we're behind them. Oh, because we went behind them.
Hello everybody, my name is Sharon Zimmer. More than 2 years ago, I first heard of a local rescue group called the Moms Rescue. I sent an email asking for information to see if they needed volunteers. I was invited out to a local event where they were loading dog food into a tractor trailer. That was the first time that I met the founder of the Moms Rescue. I had no idea who anybody was when I showed up, and I was greeted by a warm hug and a welcome from the founder of that rescue. I had no idea that day would change my life. I am now the treasurer of the Moms Rescue, a board member, and a founder of the Miracle Ranch. This is an incredible team, and I am so honored to be a part of it. We are proof that a small group of people can change the world. I would like to introduce you to Karen Talbot and Dante Lazzasso, the Dream Team.
Thank you, Sharon. We got our start in January of 2011. We made our first trip down to Hinesville, Georgia, to transport about 15 dogs in a borrowed van. On the way home, I mentioned, maybe we can come back here every month or so. And about 5 seconds later, Karen's on the phone to Micah in Georgia, our contact at Liberty Animal Shelter, and said, guess what, Micah? We're going to come back every month. So we went from the borrowed van to we bought an old van that we started making trips down, and then we outgrew that, and we borrowed a horse trailer, and started getting cold. So we decided we had to buy this trailer right here, and just last month we bought the brand new van because the old one was starting to give up on us. So we went from the 15 dogs on the first trip to averaging about 85, and this trip here will be a little over 100. And this is all thanks to Karen's passion. This is all she thinks about. This is Karen.
Thank you. Thank you everybody for coming out. What an incredible reception. My name is Karen Talbot, and I'm the founder of First St. Joseph's Paws for a Cause. It started off as an elementary school project at my son's school. I was asked to come up with some idea to spread the awareness for a community outreach program. So I absolutely jumped on board animal rescue. Within 2.5 months, the children of St. Joseph's Elementary rescued 120 puppies and dogs, some of them minutes from being led down the corridor to a gas chamber. That changed the life of not only all of the children of St. Joe's, but of course they didn't want to stop a program of that magnitude. So in jest, we said let's form a group called the Moms, because most of it was moms with children. The husbands were the backbone and the wallet, of course, but the children and the moms were out all the time, picking up all the dogs. All the moms thought that was hysterical, and I said, no, it needs to stand for making of miracle stories. That has just so blossomed. In 2009, we went to Georgia to take our kids to visit the shelters all the dogs came from. We ended up going on our first caravan. When we set off, we had 22 tons of dog food, 7 airplanes, National Geographics, Rescue Inc., 100 vehicles, and we completely emptied out a Georgia shelter and did a movie called Take Me Home, which Jennifer Dixon will be announcing in a little while, wrote the theme song for that, and went with us on the caravan. In 2011, I reached out because I'm a very proud Facebook stalker, and I was able to get to Prince Lorenzo Borghese, up the whole line of people in Facebook, and I reached out to him, and within an hour of reaching out to him, he emailed me back. I sent him our story, and within 24 hours, he arranged a meeting in New York for me to meet him. Most of you know Prince Lorenzo Borghese from the Bachelor Rome edition. We know him as an incredible animal advocate and ambassador for the American Humane Association. And now I'm proud to announce he is our co-founder of Animal Aid USA. And together with everybody here, our receiving rescues, Prince Lorenzo, and all of the support we're getting, we are on the eve of changing the course of history for shelter animals. At this point, I'd like to introduce Prince Lorenzo Borghese.
Sorry, I just wanted to get your point of view and listen to Karen and Dante, who are extremely inspiring. Karen's story is true. She did reach out to me, but I have to thank her for doing so, because I've been in the pet industry for 10 years. I've helped a lot of organizations, and I've never been more happy than to help Karen, Dante, and this whole team. If you look around, you see everybody wearing Animal Aid shirts. These are people who not only give their time in helping animals, but give their money to help animals as well. These are people who really want to make a difference. And we're here today for 3 main reasons. 1 is to promote spay and neuter. We all know that's extremely important. 2 is to promote pet adoption. As you see here, we have Amazing Grace, Layla, and we have Clark, who's the famous talking YouTube dog. Every one of these dogs has been adopted, and as you see, they're like any other dog that's been bought, but maybe even better. Besides that, we want to change the law. I got extremely disturbed when Karen sent me a video and said, Lorenzo, you have to watch this. And I said, if it's something sad, I don't want to see it. And she said, just please watch it. And I did. And it was about how they unfortunately put animals to rest and how they euthanize them. And one video I saw was of the gas chamber, which is, we have a gas chamber here on the right, on my right, because we want to show you what it looks like. And usually they put about 6 to 12 animals in there, turn on the switch, and wait for the animals to suffocate, choke, and be in extreme pain until they unfortunately pass away, simply because we didn't want them. And it's not only that we didn't want them, is that there is enough demand out there. It's just getting the people to know that these animals exist. And we should never, ever kill an animal and make it suffer. I understand that the United States is not going to change overnight, and we will still euthanize animals for years to come. But if we do it, let's make sure we do it humanely. Now, there's a lot of people that think it takes millions of dollars to change the law, but it doesn't. When I found out that they're gassing animals, I started asking people, did you know this was going on? And everybody said no. And within months, I worked with Karen and Dante and the whole group, and I said, let's all get together and spread awareness. And we had a lot of huge animal organizations that joined us and that came and were ready to do this. And unfortunately, as the time got closer, some pulled out. They thought it was too confrontational. And what I find too confrontational is organizations that back out because it's confrontational. What's confrontational is letting the gas chamber be alive here in the United States. And I think the majority of the population, and I'm going to bet at least 95% of the population, want the gas chamber banned. Now, this is a story here of Amazing Grace, who's right here. Now, Amazing Grace was put in a gas chamber that's like the one we have next to us. And she survived the gas chamber. And what happened, which is what really gives me hope, is that because her story got out all over Georgia, people couldn't believe what was going on. And all of a sudden, 4 years later, Grace's Law came into action in Georgia, which banned the gas chamber in the state of Georgia. Now, 31 states still have the gas chamber, and I guarantee that the majority of the people in those states don't know it exists. So it is our goal today and throughout the course of the summer and the upcoming months to let everyone know about the gas chamber. We have petitions to sign to ban it. We want to get it to the Secretary of Agriculture's hands, and we want a nationwide ban of the gas chamber. So that's our 3 goals, and I want to introduce Grace, who's right next to me. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can Grace speak?
Yeah, through me. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Phil Drawn, and I'm Grace's daddy. And I want to underscore something that Lorenzo said. I don't know if this technology is going to work. I'm going to try to hold my iPhone up to the mic here, and I want you to listen if we can. If you can't hear it, then I'll just summarize it, but I want you to listen to this very carefully. That's the sound of the law being changed. That's the sound of the law being changed. And when I got involved in this effort, I learned something that is absolutely stunning to me. You just heard 2 motions being voted on. The first one was defeated. What that motion was an attempt by the opposition to banning that monstrosity. People actually stood up and spoke against this bill. And that first motion that you heard was an attempt to recommit Grace's Law back into the Rules Committee where it would have suffered a death. So I'm telling you, just because, and I agree, 95% of Americans would surely, if they had even the slightest idea of what goes on inside that contraption, would vote with all of their hearts, souls, and minds to ban it. But even so, there is still political opposition to this. It takes organization, and it takes expertise, and it takes patience. It took 3 years to get Grace's Law passed. But those 3 years were worth it when on June 4th, 2010, Grace and I were standing next to the governor as he signed it into law. So I'm telling you, it absolutely, positively can be done, and you can do it. And to borrow something from Home Depot, we can help because we know how to do this. We know how to move things through state legislatures. So I would invite you to have a look at that machine. And something that I said at our last stop, just take a look at that machine. Get up close if you can. If you can, get up close at that and look at that. Somebody made that machine. Somebody made that machine, and presumably they took great pride in their workmanship in doing that. So I ask you to please sign the petition, join us in getting that thing banished from the face of the earth. Thank you very much.
And now we have not two only beautiful women, but two very talented women that are going to come up and sing a couple songs for all of you. And I'd like to welcome Jennifer and Melissa up to the stage, please.
I think we're going to have some backup singers.
Yeah, we
back
are. We're going to
here.
have some backup here. It's all right. They're going to sound great. This song is called Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Dedicated to Grace. This next song is the song that Karen was talking about, called Take Me Home, and it's written in the perspective of the animals in the shelters waiting to be adopted and taken out of there and rescued. I may not be what you were looking for. I can be
Okay, this next song is a song that Karen asked me to write for the documentary. And when I wrote it, I could only hear the voices of kids singing with me, because one of our most important messages is to just pass this on to generations that come, let them know what's going on out there, and let them take the torch and pass the word along. So with that said, I'd like to invite Katie and Sadie up to sing That's the Thing. Can you reach it?
What about Kirk?
We will be together forever. You can say that I'm a lot like you used to be. We will take every moment, use it up, and smile along, and live thankfully. Hold a hand, touch a heart, shout and sing. Friends for life, that's the thing, that's the thing. Hold a hand, touch a heart, shout and sing. Save a life, that's the thing, that's the thing. You walked in, the light shone behind you. Beautiful and magical, you opened the door. Suddenly, you changed every moment of my life as I knew it before. Hold a hand, touch a heart, shout, sing. Friends for life, that's the thing, that's the thing. Hold a hand, touch a heart, shout, sing. Save a life, that's the thing, that's the thing. Every day I wait to see your face, and then you come around again. Now I know I'll never see the day when we are lonely again. I would try to see the brighter side of every moment alone. But now you're here, and you are dear, and you'll take me home. Take me home. Take me home. Hold a hand, touch a heart, shout, sing. Friends for life, that's the thing, that's the thing. Hold a hand, touch a heart, shout, sing. Save a life, that's the thing, that's the thing.
Thank you.
All right, again, we'd like to thank everybody for coming out. As you can see, at our last stop, we had everybody put handprints on the trailer. The handprints symbolizing always lending a hand to an animal in need. So we would appreciate everybody coming out, putting a little paint on your hand. We're actually going to do the other side this time, so we can have it even on both sides. But if everybody would come up, dip their hands in some paint, put your handprint on, and then also over the table over there, we would like you to sign our petitions. And thank you for supporting us.
Welcome to North Carolina.
Hey, the reason we stopped here is we wanted to tell a quick story. Back in 2010 was Dante's year of stupid, I like to call it.
So do I.
Yeah. Back in 2010, I asked Karen for a divorce. I thought she was putting way too much time into animal rescue. I didn't fully understand it. I did a little bit with her, but it just didn't make sense to me why she spent so much time, doing the animal rescue. So we got lawyers. We started the divorce.
I got the lawyer.
Yes.
Within 24 hours.
About a month before the divorce was final, the premiere of the documentary was it was premiered at the Trocadero in Philadelphia. I went to the premiere and I got it. I realized why she was doing the animal rescue. I mean, it was as plain as day. I texted her after the show. I says, I made a mistake. Is there any way we can work this out? And she wasn't very receptive. Okay. So we actually went through with the divorce as we were trying to work things out. Fast forward to about a week or so before Christmas. Again, we're trying to work things out. We came up to North Carolina to take 3 puppies home to a family, to 3 families. It was Christmas presents for their kids. We stopped here on the other side of that building to take the dogs for a walk. Being our first real transport of only 3 dogs, we didn't have slip leads. Karen had the one dog. He started to back out of his leash. She panicked, jumped to grab him. She fell. The dog got loose. We ran from the other side of that building all the way to the side of these propane tanks here into the woods. It was so thick right there where she went in, I couldn't go in, so I came down to the line and I went around in. I searched for about 5 hours, fell through a log, almost broke my leg, still have a scar. Came out, it was getting dark, it was like this. It was dark. It was 24 degrees that night. It was, like I said, it was the week before Christmas. I came out and I told Karen, I said, I can't find him. I don't know what to do. We're out of light. It's treacherous in there, as you can see. So we decided that we were going to stay here the night. Right where this trailer is parked is where we sat in our van through the night. I guess it was about 12:30 or so we heard howling. She was telling me she thought it was wolves. She went into the rest stop. They said, there's no wolves here. We figured it was her. I got out of the truck and tracked it to about here, and I said, this is where I hear it. It was straight across. I said, at first light, we'll go in. I promised her that I would find this dog, but in my heart, I thought, there's no way, because it's nothing but briars, and on the other side is a cotton field, so there's cotton plants in there, and I found out a little lesson that cotton plants have, 1 to 2 inch thorns on them. So first thing in the morning, I went right about here, into there, and it literally took a minute to go out about 3 feet. And I just ripped through there, and I guess about 45 minutes in, I started talking to God. I says, you got to help me. I got to find this dog. And within a couple minutes, I hear this little jingling noise. And I got down on my hands and knees, and I saw the dog walking across. I was praying that her leash was caught up on something. It wasn't. I stood up, and I'm looking, and I'm not exaggerating. There's a wall of briars in front of me, about 6 feet. And I'm like, if I try to make my way around one way or the other, she's going to get spooked and run. So I had one chance. Put my hands over in front of my face, and I dove through the briars, and somehow I came through the other side, not caught up in anything. And since it was so cold that night, there was a fallen tree behind her, which had a lot of ice on it. She tried to go over it, slipped. It gave me enough time to lunge and grab her leash. And I stuffed her in my coat, and I started screaming, I found her, I found her! There was probably 30, 40 trucks out here running their generators overnight. She was having a hard time hearing me. I was kind of lost. I didn't know which way was out. And we just kept yelling back and forth to each other until we found it. And we ended up coming out that way. And I truly believe that it was meant to be. That God took that dog from us that night and safely tucked her away there so we can sit here overnight and talk things out. And we got back in the car, and on the way home, Karen says, I want to marry you again. So that's the story, and I think if that night didn't happen, we all wouldn't be standing here today. We wouldn't have been doing this. She was telling me in the car, this is it, I can't ever do this again. I can't bear to lose a dog. But we found it was our Christmas miracle. The family got their dog for their kids, and
in the dog Dasher.
They named her Dasher, an appropriate name. That little dog was fast.
And they still keep in touch with us.
What kind of dog?
She was a golden retriever mix. The family had been looking to adopt a puppy like this for about a year, and finally one became available. So it was life changing. He didn't add a couple different things. My mother was a very devout follower of Saint Teresa, and for years we just shunned it and didn't really believe it. And my grandmother had died, and she on her mass card, Saint Teresa's prayer was on it. And while we were sitting out here, I wasn't a believer. You know, my mom said something, I said the opposite, because that's my mother and I. And I pulled this card out of the glove box, which my mom makes everybody take with them wherever. So I'm sure she'll be handing them out on this trip to everybody. And so I took this mass card and I said to Dante, please take this card into the woods with you, because if you don't come out with her, please leave the card, because at least I know my grandmother's protecting her when she dies out there. And so the first thing he did when he came out of the woods was give me the mass card back and said, I don't think we need to leave this out there. At that point I realized that he really did get it, and it wasn't just an act. He really did get my world. And I had made a promise in those woods, as well as Dante, that if we found this dog alive and brought this dog home, we would remarry. And we did last summer.
What's your name? Sharon Zimmer, I'm getting breakfast.
And she's not staying here. She's not staying here. She's not staying here.
Could you believe it? I logged on, there's a computer downstairs. I logged on and I was like,
She's just wearing one of the shirts. We don't know her. She just wants breakfast.
Clark's family has these.
Okay, I'll ask for this. So, that was a good interview. What's your name? Sharon Zimmer, I'm getting breakfast.
And she's not staying here.
Yeah. What's your name?
Mud.
This is so screwed up. I'm trying to get a serious interview and it's like mud.
We had a lot of really great organizations join us on this caravan, but unfortunately a lot backed out at the last minute because we've never done it before. And they were, I think, afraid that we might screw this one up. And I don't think we have. We are all just animal lovers. We're not fanatics. We're not the extremists. We understand that animals are animals. However, we love them and we want to make sure that they are treated humanely. And thank God that Robin and the American Humane did not back out. And she's here today as our very special honored guest, and I'd like to invite her up on stage. Robin?
I'm tweeting right now. This is so much fun. So we're showing everybody around the country who follows American Humane Association what's happening right here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I don't know if you know this, but I'm a North Carolinian. I live about 3 hours away in a small village of Clemens. Those of you from Fayetteville know where Clemens is, I hope. So took the drive here early this morning because I wanted to be here and be part of this amazing dream that's become a reality. I mean, just think about this. These folks that are right up here had a dream to bring awareness to millions around this country about spay, neuter, about ending the gas chamber, and about making sure that adoptions increase and that we give second chances to our furry friends in our lives. And it is all about second chances. And I know that we in America, we believe in second chances, don't we? Yes, we do. Very good. Perfect timing. Is that Clark? Oh, Clark! He's my spokes dog. I love it. My spokes dog is here. Well, at American Humane Association, we're proud to be a partner with Karen. When we met Karen, she shared with us what she'd been doing, and boy, Karen has a story that is so inspiring that it'll give you goosebumps when you hear her speak about her passion and her mission and her vision for making the world a better place for animals and, importantly, for children. And this resonated with me because I am a North Carolinian, number one, have lots of children personally, lots of animals personally, and I have the absolute privilege of running America's oldest humanitarian organization that was founded in 1877 to protect children and animals from harm. And I was like, wow, Karen, you're living our mission. You are a living testimony to our mission, because not only are you preventing abuse, bringing awareness for animals, you're doing that with America's children by ensuring that moms are out there bringing children as part of this, teaching compassion, teaching empathy, and bringing them what we believe are America's core values of compassion, caring, and hope. And by teaching the next generation these values, we are making a better America, community by community, town by town, and I hope state by state, and then a better America overall. So it was inspiring to meet Karen. And then, of course, we have the pleasure of having Prince Lorenzo serve as American Humane Association's national ambassador, because there's no better animal advocate than Lorenzo. The national stage, he stands up every day fighting for the rights of animals in this country, because he too has a vision for a much better and humane world, a compassionate world built on our communities and our core values. So I'm thrilled and honored to be here today. I want each of you to go online. I know everyone has a smartphone. My daughter's using mine right now. That's great, Jesslyn. Thank you. We want to get rid of gas chambers, and we want to do that now. We have to do this now. This is so inhumane, it's not even fathomable. And lots of us want to close our eyes, right? We want to close our eyes to abuse and to neglect. We don't want to think about it. But we must. If we're going to make sure that these next generation of kids have a better America to live in, we must end all forms of abuse and neglect now. And this is one of the most glaring abuses we have in this country. Thank you for the barks. Thank you. Keep barking. Absolutely, this is wrong and inhumane. And you can go right now to the American Humane website, and there's a link to the petition in the first slide. Our very first slide today on our website that reaches millions of people every month is about this caravan that you're part of, and about the petition to eliminate this in partnership with Animal Aid USA. So let's go online today. It's easy, AmericanHumane.org. Click on the slide, sign the petition, and let's eliminate gas chambers in this country for once and for all. Thank you so much for having me be part of this. I'm so proud to know you. You really do make it so much. I mean, if we had more Karens, right? If we had more Karens, we wouldn't have to have any more caravans, because we would all be doing this every day in our own hometowns. So thank you so much. Welcome to steamy North Carolina. And I know you're heading on to steamy Georgia. It only gets hotter. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's the second happiest place on earth.
Yes, it is. Here's the big sombrero. How do you feel now that we're in South Carolina?
I feel that we're getting closer to Georgia.
How do you feel that you're now in the van?
If I knew this van was as comfortable, I would have been here earlier.
Lorenzo Borghese, Sergeant Sarcastic.
I'm not being sarcastic.
Mr. Lorenzo.
Mr. Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Matthew.
Where are we going today?
Well, we're going to end up at Liberty Animal Control, where this entire caravan really started. Grace is going to go home for the first time since 2006, when she had that awful day in the gas chamber. And actually, I spoke to Phil yesterday, and he told me that she was in the gas chamber for 30 minutes, which I believe has never happened before that a dog has survived that long. So we're going to go back there, it's going to be very emotional, and we're going to go save some dogs.
We're going through a red light. Thank you.
We're breaking the law.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Well, no, actually, I thought
You gotta love that escort. I gotta just hire these guys.
Yeah.
Who needs the cops when you got guys on bikes?
They're the knee dragons. They do what they want.
I love the knee dragons.
Yeah.
these people here for me?
Is that Grace?
Yes.
This is Grace?
Savannah.
No, that's Savannah.
This is Savannah.
Community here in Hinesville. It is a great day in Liberty County to have the Amazing Grace Caravan and everybody else turn out here today. It is a wonderful day. I remember the day that Karen gave us a call and said that y'all were going to be coming down here today on July 14th to see our community and to hold this rally here. And I told her, I said, just remember, it's hot in July. And did I lie to her about that? It's pretty warm in July. But we do have a beautiful day here, and I understand that there's a lot of great things planned. And I don't want to say that the reason we're here is because of a dog named Grace. And it's been a long journey. And, you know, bad things happen. But good things come a lot of times when bad things happen. And because of certain circumstances and things, I will tell you that between Micah and her group and Karen and her group, a lot of animals that would not have had a great life now have a wonderful future. And they are to be commended for doing what they do. Because it's not the animals' fault. Absolutely not their fault. Where I put the blame is on irresponsible pet owners. And that is exactly where the fault needs to lie. We need pet owners that take care of their animals and love them. And responsible pet owners have them spayed and neutered.
Absolutely.
And in my opinion, they also have them microchipped. So when they do, by some accident, get away from them, they can be returned to the rightful owners. And that's what we really need. I've been on my soapbox. I don't need to be there. That's what y'all for. I just want to say I'm glad that y'all are here. I wish we had this whole area covered with people because they need to be here. I am glad you're here. Welcome to our community.
And here is the inspiration behind it all, my wife, Karen.
Thank you so very much for opening your arms and embracing us in this community. Our work is only as good as the receiving rescues who are actually taking the animals in. In the beginning, we were taking them all into our home, but that quickly, we got over that one. So the receiving rescues that take these animals in for us are our lifeline. We have two groups with us here today. The Animal Orphanage came all the way down from New Jersey, as well as Mount Pleasant Animal Shelter. If it weren't for those two groups, the animals would have no place to go. The only other way our model were to work is if there were somebody on this end that were actually pulling the animals, saving them, vetting them on her own dollar. She was a woman after my own heart because it's exactly what I did up north. We would not be able to save animals in this community if it weren't for Micah Wilder and Carpathia Paws. Micah's team, Micah's Fosters, it's a group of dedicated people that are saving the animals of this county. This model would not work if we were not a team. And so many people in animal rescue fight against each other and nobody wants to help each other. If we only learn to take more cues from children and animals, what a world we would all live in as adults. When I first started this venture with my son's school, I really, really believed that I was going to be providing the education, the resources, and the awareness to empower my child's future for shelter animals. What I've learned through all of this is my 12-year-old son is teaching me, and I'm listening. And I'm listening also to a dog that has no voice, and her name is Grace. Grace went on to change the course of history for Georgia. We stand in front of you now to just proclaim that if a dog with no voice could change a law and history, imagine every other state in this country following suit. And I commend the state of Georgia. I commend Liberty County. If they did not open their arms and let us come into their county, Mr. Sprinkle, Randy Durant's, animal control officers, Joey Brown, the mayor's coming back, we wouldn't be allowed in. So this is change, and we are on the eve of changing the course of history for shelter animals, and it starts here in Liberty County. I'm going to introduce Micah. She's my heart and soul down here. Micah.
Well, I'm Micah. Most of you guys know me, and I'm really not good at speeches or anything like that. Got started out of the blue, came over here, was totally overwhelmed by the conditions, what I saw here. We don't have high-kill shelters in Germany, we don't have animal control and all that, so I'm like, either I have to move, I can't live here, or I have to do something. I couldn't move since my husband was stationed here in Stewart, so I just had to do my share. And it started off like really, really small by picking up a stray. I found out later that I'm not allowed to pick up strays, but nobody else did, so, well, I just took them home. But don't you already explain, we met on the internet, and it just got bigger and bigger, and we finally started getting some support, which was just awesome. Also, a lot of people are here that are constantly donating to us. I'm not going to point anybody out. The people that I mean, they know that they do. And we couldn't do it without them because we can't do it alone. And money is just so important in the whole thing, and that's why we have to go to the media, that's why we have to put the name out there. I really don't like the media at all. But that's just how it is. I'm just not a good speaker. But we have a very good speaker with us that really is really good at, informing people and sharing his opinion, what's going on in this community. I want to introduce Stavia. His mom is actually a foster mommy for us.
Hey, buddy! Tell them about it.
Hi, I'm Xavier, and we all have to give all the pets a chance. Give them a family.
Yeah.
Yes, they just need a chance in love.
Lorenzo Borghese.
How did you meet my mother?
I met your mother through Facebook. She apparently stalked me, although I feel differently. She told me a great story about what's happening in the United States regarding pet adoption and pet abuse, and about how animals are being put down, and I decided that I wanted to get involved.
What is our goal?
Our goal is threefold. One is to promote spay and neuter, the second is to promote adoption, and the third is to change the way animals are treated through legislation. And we're here in Georgia to make sure that every single state bans the gas chamber as a humane way of putting animals down, because it's far from humane.
Did you have a nice ride down before what happened with the bus?
I had a great ride down until the bus broke down about 250 miles into the journey. But then I had musical cars and got to ride with other people and talk about our cause. So I think it was a good thing that the bus broke down, because I learned a lot on the way down on this trip.
Has the Animal Aid and the Mom's Rescue changed your life?
Yes, Animal Aid and the Mom's Rescue has changed my life. I'm grateful every day that I get up and there's a mission in my life rather than just making pet products. And that's to help animals that are in need, and it's our responsibility as humans and as the dominant species here on this planet to make sure that none of this abuse is happening.
Would you do this caravan again?
I've done it the second time. I'll definitely do it a third time. I'm hoping that the third time it's going to be even bigger than this, and that a lot more people are going to join our cause and want to help.
Thank you.
Matthew, how'd you get involved in this cause?
My mom had an event at my school, and I thought it was awesome, and I wanted to follow in her footsteps and saving dogs' lives and cats' lives.
And what do you think of other 12-year-old children? What do you think that they should learn about animals?
I think that if they get the awareness out to their parents, it would be a better world. I really think all we need to do is get the word out. That's the most important part.
And how has this made you closer, or has it made you closer to your mother?
I've seen once she put her heart into something, there's no going back, which is really funny to watch because it's just amazing how she sets a goal and she goes after that goal.
Is your mother your inspiration?
Yeah, I'd say so because I don't. Not many other 12-year-olds can say that about their mother, but I'm proud I can.
And why are you proud of your mother?
Everything she does. I mean, she's changed laws. She's had states accept her, embrace her for what she does. She's met many people, including Lorenzo Borghese, and just everything she does is just amazing.
Do you think she is a true voice for the voiceless?
Yes, I really believe so. If somebody can have one little event at one little school in one little town and change it into going on to TV shows and going into different states to save animals, it's just like a wildfire. It just gets bigger and bigger. It's just amazing.
So I heard you're going on the Ricky Lake show. How do you feel about that?
I've been looking up a lot of things about Ricky Lake. I think I want to watch some of her movies to see about that. I'm really excited to fly out to Los Angeles, which is awesome, because I've never been to Los Angeles, and I hear it's a great place.
Do you think going on the Ricky Lake show is going to help you in your cause?
I think so, because it will get the news out about this horrible machine. It's a gas chamber, and I don't think enough people know about that, but if we go on the show, which we will, a lot more people will know about that.
And do you want to thank Ricky for covering this important story?
Oh yeah, thank you so much, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to come out. I know it's going to be an awesome show. It's going to be a great time.
Thank you.
Welcome to Miracle Ranch. This is a dream come true for us. It is in the middle of absolutely nowhere. It's dirt roads to get back here. God forbid it rains, it's very treacherous, but it's ideally located for what we have intended for the property. As you can see, the most exciting part of closing on this property was actually putting our names on our mailbox. I'm going to give you a little tour of the property now. Over here we're doing a whole horseshoe of kennels with tarps over top with a misting system. The dogs are outside. They have dog houses. So eventually our goal is to have that air-conditioned building with kennels inside, kennels outside. We're right now doing a whole play yard for them. This is the inside of the mobile medical unit. Back in 2006, I designed this RV or mobile medical unit for my office. I worked in drug and alcohol testing, and I had to go out on the road quite often to do drug and alcohol testing in companies. So I designed this mobile unit with the intention that it would be used for medical purposes. Right now it's being used as a quarantine facility to house our puppies, which means puppies that come in are put in here first. All of these surgical stainless steel crates have been donated by a family up in New Jersey. Incredible. There's so much money and they were just completely donated to us. So this all houses the puppies. Back here is a separate treatment room. And this will be an additional quarantine facility.
Hello, puppies. Hello, puppies. Look at all the puppies. Look at all the puppies. Hello.
No, but I'll let
Hello. Hello.
It's one of the sissies.
One of the sissies.
Who else is coming? You got him. Yeah. There you go. You got him.
Peter. You're going to Jersey.
Wow. All right.
Can we just start carrying them over, you think? Or?
I don't know how they want to.
Care?
Gone home? Hello, baby. Hello, baby.
Just wanted to make sure that's all. Groucho.
That's all.
You're Groucho.
Say hi!
Oscar the Grouch. Oscar the Grouch.
Oh, I see why you named him
he's
Oscar.
the grouchy boy. He's not grouchy. No. He's not grouchy.
I'll know when she's ready.
He's not grouchy. No. Oh, stop it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, well, that's all he does. Yeah. Okay. Who else do we I don't know who they are. Me neither.
Hello, baby.
Definitely.
Look at your legs.
Oh, God. That's not going to be good.
Well,
Becky, could you clean it up?
yeah.
Oh, I got Megan. Megan!
The two that are going together.
They're not going together. They're going separate. They're too big. They're going in the aisle as soon as everything else is loaded. There's 1 lab, 2 lab, 3 lab. All the labs were utilized. There's 4 labs up top?
Yeah.
You've loaded 4 of those labs?
Now, you got lab 1, lab 2, lab 3, lab 1, lab 4, which was the black one. Lab 1's black.
Hello.
Lab 4.
Hello, baby.
Lab 3.
Hello.
Lab 2.
Oh, look at
Okay,
that.
that's good. What's the 1 lab?
So then they're going to go together.
Alright, stand out the side of you. There you go. Good job.
Excuse me. Yep.
Hello. Oh, you're Oscar. Oscar the Grouch. Piper, Piper. Yep, you have a paw injury. Autumn. Autumn.
That's what we did with Cat. That's how I got.
I know what a monster killer is.
Oh, the doggies are in here. And the other doggies are in here too. Yeah. Almost ready to be home in the morning time. This is gonna be so much fun. Bye bye. New Jersey, here we come. Hello, sir. What is your name?
Dante Lassassin.
And what are we currently doing?
We are currently driving to New Jersey. We are coming up on the Delaware Memorial Bridge, our favorite part of the trip. It's the final stretch on a long journey.
How long have you been driving for?
Since I've been 17. Oh, today? Since, let's see, about 14 hours.
Minus the time I drove?
Yeah, Karen drove for 3 hours. So that's 11 hours I actually drove.
How do you keep yourself awake?
6 hour power. And we are officially in New Jersey! Yay! Home stretch.
How much? Here we are. There's nobody here.
But there's so few people here, not as many as on a Sunday. Fox News.
Christine Todd is the only person here.
Fox News.
I know. New Jersey! No. I didn't do the dirty work. Yo, Chase! Chase! Chase!